Robin Schulte, come on down.
When I was a freshman in high school, we took an end-of-the-year trip to the local water park. And for this occasion, for the first time in my life, I bought a bikini. The strapless top was made from 3 ruffled bands of fabric, pink, blue, and lime green. And these were perfect if you were a late bloomer. And the bottom had these matching modesty ruffles. Now, during that time, I had this massive crush on a boy at school named Rick, and I was convinced that swimsuit would make him notice me. Now, Oceans of Fun was heralded as the largest water park in the world. It had slides with names like Predator's Plunge and Shark's Revenge, and there was a lazy river that wound all the way around the park. But the thing that we were most excited about was the Surf City Wave Pool. It was the first of its kind, and we lived in landlocked Kansas. So this was something we were really excited about. We got to the park, we piled off of the bus, and our whole group, my friends, including Rick and I, we all went to the wave pool. Now, when we got there, it was between cycles, and the water was calm. And we made our way out to get a good position there. It started at a 0 entry, and then it sloped down to this depth that was way over our heads. And we were out there treading water and trying to keep our heads above the water, and we were looking at the side of a building, this wall that had Oceans of Fun written on it in this fancy splash script. Now, I didn't know it then, but I know now that was the side of the building that contained the generator. And then we heard back behind that wall what sounded like jet turbines start up. And the water all around began to undulate slowly. And I rode those gentle waves out and then back. It was really fun. But the next wave was a little stronger. It slammed into my body and it splashed up into my face. And then I heard this sound as the water receded all around me. And the next wave was even stronger. It knocked my feet out from underneath me. And I was trying to get my footing again when another wave slammed over my head and it pulled me down. Feet out, legs splayed. I tumbled through the water like a rag doll in a washing machine. And I thought, as it pulled me down and I came back up gasping, I have to get to the shallow end. So I rode the next big wave in, and then I struggled crab-like through that waist-deep water as the wave receded all around me. And then I stood up. On the edge of the pool, I could see the lifeguard's stand. He was up on his perch there with his zinc white nose and his red life preserver across his lap, and he was spinning his whistle on his finger. And he stopped. He took off his glasses and he leaned forward. He seemed to be looking in my direction. What was he looking at? I hadn't done anything wrong. I looked all around me, and then I looked down. My swimsuit top was gone. So I covered myself up and I ducked down into the water just as another wave crashed over me. And I said, "Where's my swimsuit top? Oh my God, I'll never be able to leave this wave pool." And then I thought, I've got to go out and look. It was probably one of those big waves. It's got to be out in the deep end. So I rode that next wave out and I was treading water and I was hoping that it would float by and I could snatch it. But it was nowhere to be seen. And then wait. What was this? Around my waist, scrunched up against the ruffles of my suit bottom, it was my suit top. It hadn't come off at all. It was still there, but I had to get it into position. And so another wave was coming. I grabbed it with both of my hands and I wiggled it into place just as that wave crashed over me. And as it came over me and drained away, it pulled my top back down. And I thought, oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die with my swimsuit top around my belly button. And if I don't die from these waves, I will surely die from this embarrassment. And the waves just kept coming, one after another, top down, gasping for air, top up, another wave, gasping for air, until finally, mercifully, I heard that generator whir to a slow, whiny stop. And I flailed over to the side. I grabbed hold of panting and choking. And I heard someone else flail up beside me. I looked. It was Rick. And he looked right at me and he said, wow. And I felt my face flush with embarrassment. And then he said, I can't believe that just happened. And I couldn't even look at him. And then he moved really close and he said, I almost lost my trunks in that big wave. They were down around my ankles. You didn't see anything, did you? And then it was my turn to laugh, and I said, no, I didn't see anything. And then he smiled and said, good. Say, you want to go try the lazy river?